Do live in North Pole, folks. So he understood all these different pressures and what they did with the metals and everything. I was like, hey, he knows already. My brain is scrambled, so that's okay. It's the normal state of affairs anyway. At any rate, place like on the left, and you'll see a lot more on the right. The spring, yes. Coming from underneath. Yes, underground spring.
We're in a tunnel.
You ready for a little clunking and noise?
Doing some mining down there.
There we go. Now hang on a second, we'll bring the light up. Give me just a second to introduce them to you first. Jim, I'd like to say good morning to you. I got a great group of folks here visiting your expert time now and talk about our tunnel drift mining for these folks.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. A lively bunch up front here, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear much from back there, though. There are folks back there, all right. Well, as Earl said, I'm here to share with you a little bit about how they did tunnel and drift mining back in the old days. As Earl may have mentioned to you, those miners.
Not much of that one? Okay. Thanks, Kelly.
Glasses.
Go ahead and work the sluice.
Wait. Got it. Hold.
Hold it, I'm going to sing it now. Hang on. He with the gold in his hand said, hey, Stan, you're looking back. If you want to try and catch that, go ahead. The big cylinder in the background.
It's poking through. That's not grass growing under the riffle. 25 years of mining gold. The only thing I've ever seen that holds gold better than this padding right here is that woman right there.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it too, by golly. It was 22 years ago when I first went out to the gold field. I'll tell you what, that first season of coming and watching it.
And somebody's going to get some gold nuggets. We're panning for gold. We're not there yet, but we're waiting in line. By the way, this is our first morning of our vacation. And spent most of yesterday on the planes, 3 different planes. And finally got to our room by about 8 o'clock at night. So this is our first morning, and we're panning for gold. And we'll see how it works out. There's gold in there, and we don't know how to get it out yet, but we'll learn, I guess. We'll teach us. Loretta, panning for gold. I don't think we got a big nugget, but we'll see. Got a big nugget, Loretta? I'm taking your picture.
Not yet.
Fishing off the one side of gold's head to the bottom, so they can hit some top of there and wait. Wash the wave on the beach, comes in, washes that top.
I got some.
Is everybody going?
So heavy, nearly 20 times heavier than water.
Everybody's looking for the big gold nugget. We got people all over the place here. Somebody got a big one down there. And we got a big crowd doing it. Everybody working for the gold.
Over here, left and right. How we doing over this way? Big rock. I see him from here. Big boy.
What a mob of people. Everybody's panning for gold. Mom's not giving up. She's staying with it. She didn't get her nugget, though, I don't think.
How about anybody else? Go ahead. I love helping those old man. Those are my favorite. I've been watching them come
She's getting rid of the big rock.
bottom, truck to the side. This would be moraine.
Panning it away. Take off a little level at a time. This lady has a nice little bunch of gold in her pan. Good job. She looks like she knows what she's doing. There's the goal. There's goal. Right there. Everybody's standing, working on that. Actually, if you don't get some help from the people who know how to do it, it's going to take a long time, or they're going to lose their goal. It requires a little talent, I think. Perfection, of course. But this is one of the largest pipelines in the world. We haven't gotten all the information yet. And also, doing this job was the most difficult job most anybody can talk about.
The converter to passenger service put that pretty wheel on the back, that's just like the one that we have. And she ran these rivers from 1971 until 1987. 4,000 complete round trips, not so much as 5 minutes mechanical delays, which in this part of the world is standard like the amusement park. You are on an authentic stern wheel riverboat in every respect. Her shape's the same, and the wheel pushes us forward and backs us up. Now really the only difference between this, see how he does, he'll drop that little wheel right about there, and there he goes.
Wow, that was fast.
Didn't need all that runway, did he? A few other things down there. Piece of cake for Bill Johnson. You'll get to see these big Tundra tires work just a little bit. They're not blown up all the way, so they'll just absorb the shock of this landing very nicely. He sets it right down. Very nice. Step on the brake. Pulling that door open and wave right to you. There's your pilot, Bill Johnson, in the smiles of some of the prettiest wilderness in the world. And of course, if you take care of it, why, it's yours for the enjoyment. Now, of course, we're very lucky up here because our older generation are flankers. And that little boat draws 2 feet of water, very agile, very good one to learn on. All 11 grandkids have learned with their grandfather and their dads and uncles and aunts. It'll be a topper when she's done. Kelly Monroe from Nenana, thank you. Upstairs for you folks in the tough weather, none other than Dangerous Dolores, my good friend. Koyakan Athabaskan from the village of Fuslia. Dolores is studying antiques and hang flowers from them. There ain't no such thing as a 24-hour Safeway or Fred Meyer or any of our nice department stores. Certainly no electricity. Mile and a half of logs in that one. That is really show place. And Wisconsin, you know Jack, he's a pretty prominent attorney, but he likes living up here too. So look at the sign, American by birth, Alaskan by choice. And that really says it all. Waited a full year for everything to shrink down, and then finally put a home right next door. Now look at those big windows, those are triple pane. And they're strong enough to keep the heat in the house if they don't close that family in. They can see out. And then the green boat behind the fish wheel is the Seawolf at the old mill. Spring of 1946, when an unexpected big bunch of ice came down the Yukon River and did her in. See some of the dogs fly. But Susan would rather do this than just about anything else, particularly on a beautiful day like this. He loves to scoot right down the bank and out onto the frozen Chena River. However, you have not heard her name in conjunction with recent Iditarod. The life at Trailbreaker Kennel very, very well. Has a whole bunch of four-legged cousins, about 100 in all. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she doesn't follow her sister's footsteps. You wouldn't be surprised either to learn that Tekla's first word was dog, would you? When you learned to talk 5 miles on the trail. About to finish, probably wondering what your life is like here on a cool day in the fall. How's it been going today?
Well, it's been a busy day. David and I were both up early this morning, munching the dogs. We have them on pull a 4-wheel cart back here on our winter trails. And we're going 8 miles now, and I've been training up some new young leaders, so that's exciting for me. But our summertime activities haven't slowed down in the least either. We had 2 litters of puppies born just last week. This one here is 3 days old, and we like to be with the mothers while they're whelping, make sure that everything goes better, and some of the older retired dogs out on daily walks in the woods. And what we're trying to teach them on those walks is the same love and adventure that we have, and also the beginnings of a trust and be trusted relationship. And that's pretty easy to do because there are so many obstacles out there on the trail. There's some water to swim through, some steep cliffs to climb up, and some big logs to climb over. And we're there to